A blessed day to you, all my sports to the bone people. Welcome back to the channel. First things first, thank you all for checking this video out. Alright, so there are two stories in particular that I want us to take a look at in this one. We're gonna be talking about the man of the match for yesterday's game, Johnson Charles. He did an interview after the game, and he spoke about his innings, also spoke about the amount of work that he has done to basically earn himself a spot back in the ODI team. So gonna look at that, plus we are also gonna take a look at some information that was sent out by the CWI. Apparently the youngsters are back at it again. We're talking about the rising stars players and the guys at the high performance center and things. So we're going to talk about all of that. So just give a listening ear until the end and make sure you leave a like and a comment on the video. Alright, so kicking things off with Johnson Charles. Now, Johnson Charles earned the man of the match yesterday after he top scored for us. I think he made 64. Now, he did his interview and he was talking about his way back into the ODI team. He spoke about the adjustment, saying that it wasn't a big adjustment that he had to make from the T20 cricket over back into ODI cricket. He basically spoke about the fact that he had to work on his balance, basically making sure that he's balanced at the crease for a longer period of time. Making sure that he's playing each ball on its merit and just backing himself to go out there. So Johnson Charles, really and truly, my viewers and subscribers, he has done some work recently, and having started up a couple of T20 games, it was only right for him to get an opportunity in this one right here. So yeah, he's just focused on going out there, giving his best for the team and making sure that he gets the job done. He spoke about the coach Darren Sammy. You guys will remember that he played alongside Darren Sammy. He was actually captained by Darren Sammy at the St. Lucia Zooks at one point in time. So, saying that Darren Sammy is an inspirational leader and he really inspires the players in and around the white ball setup. So, everybody is just giving 110% to make sure that they are helping with the project. He also spoke about the UAE, saying that it's good that they were able to secure the series victory and that they are not taking any opponent for granted. So it's all about just going out there and finishing off strong, trying to win the third game and just wrap this series up. Now, in terms of the team, he's saying that the team is gelling properly. The team is united, and everybody in the team is, it's on one accord, and there's a lot of positive vibe around the team based on what he's saying. Saying that they are trying to build up towards the cricket World Cup, the qualifiers and thing like that. So Johnson Charles just letting us know that Darren Sammy has everybody there on a swivel, just making sure that everybody is doing what needs to be done. He spoke about batting with Brandon King, saying that they really enjoyed it out there and they were just working with each other, trying to point out one and two things that they were both doing wrong, just to make sure that the innings would have flown fluently and things like that. So yeah, Johnson Charles is sounding good, my peeps. Was sounding extremely confident. Was sounding as if, boy, he's really ready to stamp his class at the top of the order once again for us. So he's saying that it's all about looking to the future and just keep working hard and things like that. So sticking to the basics and making sure that they give 110% every time they go out there. So that was Johnson Charles, my peeps, giving his interview there at the end of the game. Alright, so quickly moving on now. A couple days ago, CWI, they announced that the youngsters are back in action after whipping the senior players in the region. Now, the headline that I am taking from the CWI website says West Indies Academy players return for a red ball high performance camp. So they said the squad to be joined by other emerging players for training and a 3-match series at the Coolidge Cricket Ground. So I'm just gonna read some of this here for you guys off the CWI website. So it says the members of the West Indies Academy returned to action for a 3-match series as part of their high performance camp. They say they started training on the 3rd of June and the camp will run until the 14th of June. All training sessions and all 3 matches will be played at the Coolidge Cricket Ground. So they are going to be going through some training and then they are going to have those 3 games. So they said the players in the camp will be all the West Indies Academy team members who recently won the Headley Weeks Tri-Series. And, you know, they went on to say they will be joined by other aspiring players, some of whom have played at the first class level and others who, you know, would have been among the Rising Stars team. So the team A will be captained by Naeem Young. And we know Naeem Young is the man that captained them to the title. Now the B team will be led by Kimani Millinus, and he was actually the West Indies under-19 captain at one point in time. So you know he's there. Now the manager for the manager, Mr. West, is saying a couple of things where these players is concerned, and he's saying that, and I quote, the main objective of the camp is to assess the squad's holistic progress as we approach the 12-month mark of the program. So they are going to be, you know, testing the players probably physically and their game and stuff like that, just to make sure that everybody is developing the skills. They are developing the skills, they are developing everything that they need to move on to the next level. You know, so it's really good to see that they are putting in the work there. Let me just go through. He also spoke about Kirk McKenzie, you know, getting promoted from the high performance center, going over into the from the emerging players squad, going over into the West Indies A team and really scoring runs. You know, so he was pointing out that it can be done because Kirk McKenzie would have shown that, you know, what they are doing is really fruitful. So yeah man, so the squads for team A: Naeem Young the captain, Kevlan Anderson, Akeem Augusti, Teddy Bishop, Caroleon Brown Tuckett, Jaden Carmichael, McKenny Clark, Amari Goodridge, Leonardo Julian. They have Ladderford, Nando, Ned, and Simmons. Now for the B team, which is captained by Kimani, they have Amori, Bishop, Clark, Edward, Ford, that's Matthew Ford. They have Joshua James, Lane, Mackenzie, that's Kirk McKenzie, Kevlin Pittman, Simmons, Wickham, and Worrell. So those are the players that they have, my viewers and subscribers. They will be in a couple of training sessions, and then they are going to have those games that I spoke about at the top of the video. So good times, my peeps. It's always good to keep the youngsters engaged. Make sure that they are constantly working on their game. So gonna leave this one right here for now, my peeps. You don't know it go. Australia and India, they are starting off their World Test Championship final today. So by later on, you know, we're going to be talking about that. So just continue to stay tuned to the channel and big up on yourself.